Here we go. Obviously there's no cameraman, so I'm gonna cut a little bit off of here, and I think I can cut this into 2 equal pieces, if I even need that much, really. So here's my Faith, Hope, and Love little tiny pot. I don't want any materials that were on it out in the wild to be exposed to my moss, because I don't know what kind of mold or whatever. So I'm going to put it the right way back down. And then to line those 2. I really don't want them leaking. Okay, that one does not have holes at the bottom, so we just have to worry about this one. Because, you know, they like to make sure your tomatoes can breathe. So I am going to make sure, could probably use a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger piece. Well, I'll go get one, but for now, let's do this. Let's, okay. So we're gonna start with some of that gravel to fill up the bottom. There's a couple rocks in there, that's okay. Then I'm gonna take my choice gravel out of the pond. Some of it's large stoniness. That's kind of fun. Not gonna put any soil because it's kind of muddy already. So, it's not halfway full, I would say. I don't mind if the moss grows up near the top. So I am going to take my lovely tray of moss, and I'm, you know, going to be fitting it into kind of a rectangular spot. So this particular moss clump is really thick, and it's got some good nutrients already attached from the marsh. So I am going to push it down. I want it to adhere to the rocks and really attach. And the way I get the moss on my trails to attach is I step on it frequently until it's, you know, thriving. Because this particular, what I call carpet moss, which is probably actually thread moss, it can be kind of separate. It can be kind of dry. It just grows on its own. It doesn't really need soil. So check it out. There it is. It's gorgeous. It's perfect to give to a friend. Here's some moss. You can put it in your bathroom to help absorb toxins in the air. You can transplant it into your yard. You can feed it to your cats. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with it. So let's put a little bit of our water, and then later on I will spray it. I'll mist it. Not too much water, because you don't want it to build mold, right? You don't want it to grow mold. And you know, I mean, if I see roly-polies out this time of year, supposedly you want to add those to eat any mold. And yeah, that's not, you know, house beautiful, but it is Kelly beautiful because it has moss. So let's take one of these little guys. We'll take the Kelly Jean O'Shea Goddard Kirshner Robinson one. I've got my little landscaping, which, oh, those things actually will filter water through them. They're not a barrier. So I kind of need like a little rock. Well, I'll stick these somewhere where they can actually drain. That's what we're going to do about that. So these are small, and I need to be mindful not to overstuff them with gravel. Rock. Now this one, even though I know that moss likes to adhere to rock, I'm going to put a little bit of the soil that I got down at the marsh so that the moss will go, oh yeah, I remember you, I like you, we're friends. I sit on top of you and you like protect me. So you sit on top and be protected. But I really don't mind if it hangs over a little bit because, you know, what's better than a long-haired moss? I mean, I'm all for that. Being a long-haired person myself, 58 years old, don't care, like long hair. Okay, so we're gonna put the little gravel, little stony, moist, little murky. Let's add some of the soil from the whatchamacallit. The whatchamacallit. The marsh, I call it. And now we need temps are dropping, starting to feel a cool breeze. Okay, pressing that moss in. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's just going to need some time to acclimate. See those long strings? This is definitely thread moss. I just like to call it carpet moss because it reminds me of the 1970s shag. All right. I think we're good. I don't want too much stuffed in there. So yeah, I have 3 little guys that I've made, and I'm just going to see what becomes of them over time, and if this might be something fun for gift giving. So, you know, you start small, and then eventually I'll have these larger terrariums, and I can put these larger stones in. And I even have rocks on the trail already covered in moss that are gorgeous. So there's my little project while I'm waiting on my football team after lunch. Just a nice day off, relax, unwind from the stress. And I work hard during the week so that I won't have to work hard on the weekend. I give myself permission to recharge. Once my battery's recharged, I'm much more productive during the week. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. What do you have laying around your house that you want to try out with moss? First, go find a little bit in the yard or on a rooftop or on a rock, on a tree branch. Just take a little, don't take it all. It'll replenish itself. And then, do you have any little rocks? Do you have any gravel? Do you have any stones? Do you have a container? Plastic, glass. You don't have to go and buy a bunch of stuff at the craft store for this. Just look and see what you have already in your possession. It's a great way to start a hobby with 0 investment. And it's super fun and super rewarding because I'm gonna